Gun violence in America is at epidemic levels, and Hampton Roads is not immune. The most recent uptick in gun violence in the 7 cities right now is Portsmouth. Since June 1st, Portsmouth has seen 14 shootings, killing 6 and injuring 12 others. This at a time when Portsmouth is down 88 officers. But our team of investigators have learned that is not the biggest police department deficit in the 7 cities. So we took the tough questions to local law enforcement, mayors, and the governor. Is it time to call in the National Guard, and what help is on the way to stop the violence? Their answers in this News 3 investigation.
This is unbelievable.
Disbelief. Devastation.
Once the blood gets shed, it's going to be a repeating cycle.
And desperation in the wake of unprecedented gun violence in Portsmouth.
This is my city. I will not bow down.
Portsmouth Police Chief Renato Prince is pushing for peace on his city's streets under siege from gun violence.
We're not going to get run out of the community. We're not going to let you get run out of the community.
Violent scenes playing out in cities across the 757, including Norfolk, with deadly shootings on Granby Street and at MacArthur Center. And Virginia Beach, with echoing heartbreak from the Municipal Center mass shooting.
It's heartbreaking. Every morning I wake up and I pray before I open up my phone, Father, please protect everyone in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Governor Glenn Youngkin addressed the gun violence during a visit to Norfolk this month.
So what do you say to families who have lost loved ones and are afraid to go outside their doors?
Yeah, as I said, the entire nation, the entire Commonwealth, communities are absolutely heartbroken and scared. We understand that.
In just a moment, the pilot program Governor Youngkin believes will help local law enforcement get a hold on crime. But first, the gun violence problem plaguing the country is becoming tougher to control with police officer shortages from coast to coast. Here at home, the city of Norfolk's deficit is the deepest with 248 vacancies. They're even recruiting on subways in New York City to help get more boots on the ground here. Data from this month reveals Virginia Beach is down 92 officers, Chesapeake 39, Hampton 37, Newport News 18. Suffolk's most recent data from March indicated a 35 officer deficit, and Portsmouth's data from earlier this year revealed an 88 officer deficit.
We do not have enough horsepower. We need more feet on the street. We need more patrols.
Does the National Guard need to be on the ground right now?
So this is more of a role for our state police to cooperate with local law enforcement. And so what we have seen, particularly in Petersburg, where we've already started an experiment, is to have more state police resources cooperating with local resources. And we've seen great results.
Back in April, a surge in gun violence in Petersburg that sent children to the hospital sent the short-staffed police department to seek help from the Virginia State Police.
You will see an increased law enforcement presence in our city while we combat these incidents of violence and remove these dangerous criminals from our community.
Virginia State Police confirmed to News 3's team of investigators they will be providing additional patrol and investigative resources to Portsmouth. And while more boots on the ground could help cap crime in the city, the chief says there's another roadblock to peace in Portsmouth.
We're missing the action of our citizens. Somebody listening knows what led to a shooting. Somebody listening knows who a shooter was.
So the chief is trying to gain trust, knocking on doors, and lobbying for the Crime Stopper Award for tips leading to arrests to increase from $1,000 to $5,000. An incentive to help grieving families.
Someone may know something. Come and speak with the police. Say something.
Shakura Lee lost her brother in last week's mass shooting on Maple Street in Portsmouth. She prays solving his case will keep even more people from experiencing her pain.
But I forgot to tell him I love him. I forgot to tell him I love him.
Heartbreaking for so many families across our region. Now, Governor Youngkin tells me there is $400 million in the upcoming state budget for local police departments to help with raises, recruitment, and equipment.